Hey, what's up there, roulette players? Welcome back to Casino Wars, where we break down strategies that we see here on YouTube and try to run them for a full hour to put them up to the ultimate test. And today's system is going to be Roulette Master, the 9 streets, and we're going to give that a try here, and we're going to put it up to the test. And let's start with the bets. So the bets start at $5 each, and we cover 9 streets. All right, and let's go ahead and spin. Now we got good coverage with this, so we shouldn't have any problems, but we'll see. That's a 26 black. That should be a good one. A $15 win, rebet and spin. That's a 1. That's a loss. All right, that's a $45 loss. So with that, we rebet, we double, and we spin. It's a 13 black. That should be a good one. That should get us back to even. So let's just go back to the original bet. All right, and spin. It's a 7 red. That should be a good one. All right. Rebet and spin. It's a 35 black. That's a loss. So we're going to rebet. We're going to double up and spin. It's a 14 red. All right, that's a win. Rebet, and we're going to go back to the original bet and spin because we're at 0. That's a 22 black. That should be a good one. All right, so we're going to rebet and spin. That's a 2 black. That should be a loss. So we're going to rebet, double up, and spin. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. Let's see if we lose our bankroll or if we make a profit. All right, that's a $30 win. So we're going to go back to the regular base bet and spin because we are at 0. That's a 4 black. That's a loss. Lucky we went back. Rebet. We're going to double and spin. That's why you go back. That's a 21 red. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to rebet. And we're still down 15, so we're going to just rebet and spin because we're down $15 now. That's a 28 black. That should be a good one. All right, so now we're going to rebet, and we're going to go back to the original base level and spin. As long as we're in the profit, we're going back to the beginning, and that's a 0. That's not good for anybody. So what we're going to do is we're going to rebet. We're going to double this one and spin. All right, that's a 26 black. That should be a good one. So we're going to go back to the original because we are at 0. All right, and spin. All right, that's a 17 black. That's a win. So we're going to rebet. We're going to go back to we're already at the original, so we're just going to rebet and spin. That's a 27 red. That's a good one. Rebet. we're going to spin again. Oh, that's a double zero. That's not good. So we're going to rebet. And we're going to double this one and spin. That's a 5. I think that's a loss. It is. So we're going to rebet. And we're going to add, we're going to double up again since it's a $2,000 bankroll system. So we're going to spin. That's a 28 black. That's a $60 win. So we're going to rebet and spin. That's a 15 black. That should be a good one. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace. And spin. All right. That's a 9 red. That should be a good one. So we're just going to rebet and spin. It's a 35 for black. I think that's a loss. It is. So we're just going to rebet. We're going to double it and spin. That's a 20 black. That's a win. So we're going to go back to the beginning, rebet, and we're going to go back to 45 and spin. It's a 32 red. All right, that's a win. Rebet and spin. It's a 32 red. That should be a win. Rebet and spin. That's a 32 red. That's another win. That's 32 3 times in a row. Look at that. Rebet and spin. We're up 60 bucks. That's a 16 red. That's a good one. Now you should be thinking about walking away from the table or setting an evaluation. That's what I would do. That's a 6. That's a loss, see? That's why you need to set that evaluation. But I'm playing the full hour. So rebet. And we're going to double it and spin. All right, that's a 4. That's a loss again. So that's why we should have set an evaluation or we should have walked away. All right, so now we're going to double again and spin. That's a 2 black. That's another loss. Oh boy. Rebet. We're going to double again and spin. I need a lot in a row to win this money back. That's a 0. That's no good. Oh, wow. Rebet and double and spin. I don't know how many more doubles I can do. 33. That should be a win. That's a $240 win. So we're just going to try to get one more. Rebet and spin. That's a 27 red. That's a win. I'm going to come down half. I don't want to risk my whole bankroll. We're going to be conservative. So we're going to bring this down to half. So that would be $360. So we'll bring this down to $360. So we don't risk as much. All right, that's a 3 red. That was a loss. Oh boy. Now we're going to rebet. Let's go ahead and spin. We're down $485. That's an 11 black. That should be a win. It's a $120 win. Rebet and spin. Let's see if we can get two wins. We need more than 2 wins. That's a 1. That's a loss. Ouch. So we're going to rebet. And we're going to double. And spin. It's a 34 red. That might be a loss. It is. Man, I am just getting bad numbers. All right, so this is it. This is going to be the bankroll here. 4, and we got a low number. That's it. We're done. Well, there goes the bankroll. Well, that system wasn't too good, was it? We lost a $2,000 bankroll. All right, well, that's what happens. So all systems are not foolproof, as you could tell. I really felt positive with this one because you had so much coverage, but we just got really, really bad numbers. That's what happened. We just got really bad numbers. We got the 1 through 6, like a lot, and that's what happens. You know, sometimes you could get a run of bad numbers. But let me know what you think in the comments below. We could definitely change that up a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of money to risk for $15. So it's another one of those systems, high risk, low reward. But the coverage is there, so it should be okay, but obviously it's not always okay. All right, well, thank you, and you have a wonderful rest of your day, and have a fabulous week ahead.